Hi, my name is Victoria and I collect costume jewelry, mainly vintage, but I do collect modern costume jewelry as well if I find it interesting. And I just wanted to show you my latest picks. So I found this in a charity shop. I mainly buy in charity shops, sometimes at flea markets if I can get to them. So I found this necklace in a charity shop. It is a Baroque, well, imitation of Baroque pearls necklace. The beads are glass. You can hear from the sound and the weight. It's quite a heavy necklace, and it's sort of a creamy color, irregular shape, Baroque shape beads. Very pretty. You can see the knots between the beads. And the clasp has a mark, M&S, Marks and Spencer. I do think this is probably still more or less vintage Marks and Spencer, because I haven't seen recently this kind of jewelry, this kind of necklaces, pearl necklaces in their shops. They look different now. So I don't know, maybe 80s, 90s, something like that. Very pretty. And then I found this necklace, also in a charity shop, different one. Sorry. It's a free chain necklace. Silver tone. I think this is called a J hook or a J clasp, I'm not sure. And the necklaces are all different. This one's two that are similar in style but different sizes, and I think this is called a book chain or something like that. And it's quite an unusual color because I feel like vintage costume jewelry mainly comes in gold. Like apart from the 20s, gold was a bit more fashionable. And it does has a mark. Can't often find, marked vintage jewelry. Not in England, at least not in UK. A bit more difficult to find. So there is a here on this hook, it says Coro. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. So this is an American company of costume jewelry that operated from beginning of 20th century. I think they only marked Coro started marking as Coro in the 30s, if I can remember that correctly. And they have existed after 79, but they were part of a different company then, Richton or something like that, who owned Victoria, or was it Victoria & Co. So they only operated and marked their jewelry up until 1979, I think. But this is definitely vintage. And I did find similar, well, same necklace, but gold tone by Coro, and they described it as Egyptian revival and they said it's from the 50s. I don't know, it seems unusual in the 50s to have to have chain necklaces, but maybe. I think it's mainly from 60s or 70s, especially since Coro were producing jewelry in England under the name Jewelcraft between 61 and 71 or something like that. I don't example. 60s, 70s they produced jewelry in England. So, and by style I think it's mainly from 60s or 70s, but maybe they were ahead of their time. Right. Same shop as this. I found these two clip-on earrings. They are unmarked, but I thought they are really pretty. These flower-shaped clip-on earrings. I really liked these crystals. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but they're sort of very light limey green, which I find it's not a very usual color. At least I haven't seen it in a lot of jewelry. And then a dark blue in the middle and small clear ones on the sides as well. Very dainty, very pretty. Again, don't know who is doing them. There's no markings that I can see. And in the same shop I found these clip-on earrings. These are Monet. You can see the signature. And again, I like this octagonal shape and the cabochon. It's really interesting. It's faceted, it's glass. And it has this, it's sort of smoky gray color. I don't know what is supposed to imitate, maybe quartz, but really pretty. Look how shiny that is. I think this is very 80s as well. Does I think would combine well with this Coro chain. And then same charity shop, I found this flower brooch. Is it like a chrysanthemum? Not sure. I don't know flowers very well. But I really liked the petals, the shape of the petals, and the fact that it's like brushed gold. And you can wear it as a pendant as well. There's the remnant of a chain here. I don't know, is it from 60s maybe? 70s, maybe even 80s, can't tell. I'm not very good with dating jewelry. And then in the same charity shop I found this flower, or bouquet of flowers brooch. And I don't often buy this type of brooches, but this one had all the crystals, like blue color as well. I think that's what drawn me to it. And it doesn't have any markings or anything. I do have, this is not new, I had it for a while, but I wanted just to share And the same charity I brought this brooch about a year ago, if not more. This one is just clear stones, but I did like this marquise on the vat crystals. It has a safety chain as well, safety pin. And I have this brooch, which I think is quite old, much older than the other ones. Might be from 40s. And I think this is brass metal. Sort of crude looking at the end, at the back, but I really like how they've done this leaf here. And I also like that it's not like, you know, like your usual flower with this middle and then the petals, but sort of just represented by a big stone, a big glass crystal. It's really pretty color, and it's you know, they don't have this foil at the back, probably like Czech crystals, Czech glass, but really pretty color with this blue and the green and the lavender and the pink. I really like this brooch. And then this one I bought because it was really cheap. And I think I didn't notice that there was a stone missing here. Or maybe I did notice but bought it anyway. But it's still pretty. These lighter crystals, they're not really white, they're really very pale yellow. So this stone in the middle should be pale yellow, so it won't be very easy to find this kind of crystals. But I guess you can replace it with a white one. And there are a couple of darkened crystals. They don't bother me. And then I will show this bouquet as well, actually. Bought it in the same charity shop, just at different times. They seem to have a lot of these bouquets. And I don't know what drawn me to it. I think it's just this leaves one usual. Not green, but red, and then this weird enameling, or I don't know. And then I liked the flowers and the irregular pearly things as well. I just thought it's very interesting. And then these purple flowers. I forgot. Is it a lily? Not a lily. I know how to call them in my country, but I forgot the English name for the flowers. And this one is also quite old, probably from the 40s. Very soft metal with this cold enameling. And there are some enamel defects here and here, but overall I think this is a really nice, pretty brooch. And then I have this. I bought this necklace. I do like black glass faceted bead necklaces. I do have quite. I do have a bit of them. This one didn't impress me very much. It is glass, but sort of a light glass, and the quality of the beads is not great. I sort of got a bit. Basically, I thought the clasp is silver because it did have a mark. G silver. I wasn't sure what G stands for, but I thought maybe it is like gold-plated silver. It is magnetic, so it's not silver. And then I found out that it's actually German silver, which is nickel silver and is not silver at all. It just has good properties. It doesn't really tarnish. So it is used in like industry or was used in industry and car making and all that. But yeah, I learned something new with this. And I bought this little pin. And I did like it. Don't get me wrong. And I bought it for cheap. It was like 50 cents. But it did say sterling. But again, it was magnetic. When I came home, I checked and it is magnetic, so it's not silver. I don't know what this sterling means. Maybe the company's named sterling. It is sort of a stylized bird silhouette. It's pretty. It's not silver though. And then I bought this little bracelet. Don't know if this is vintage. Maybe it's not. It doesn't have any markings that I can see. And I like the color and the shape of the chain. And it's a small bracelet, and I have quite thin wrists, so it suits me ideally, and it's quite dainty, and you can wear it, you know, with any occasion. So it's very universal. I've already worn it a couple of times and I really like it. And I like the color. It's sort of this gold yellow, pale yellow, rather than, you know, like brighter yellow. It really looks very good on the hand. And yeah, I have more, but I'll leave it for another video maybe. I hope you put some likes and subscribe, and leave some comments below. Thank you.